Hey, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So yesterday we saw a failed breakout attempt, and the failure at the top of the recent balance area resulted in a sell-off down into the bottom of the current balance area where responsive buyers stepped in one tick ahead of last week's low, which was 23.79. At this point, heading into the open, we have the initial support zone at 79 to 81.5, and on the upside we have pre-market resistance at 87 to 89. Our overnight bias is clearly bearish. The sell side has been dominant and in control, but our short-term bias is going to be neutral because responsive buyers still technically have a chance to defend the 79 to 81 half area and potentially 75 half to 77. So off the open, we have to determine if we are still seeing enough weakness in real time and sustained downside momentum. If that's the case and we start breaking below 79 to 81 half, then we will have to exercise caution at the 75 half to 77 support zone. It marks the bottom of the recent balance area. It's still technically a spot where responsive buyers can be active, but if the market is breaking below 79 to 81 half and it is in liquidation mode, then it may have to test below 75 half to 77 before we get responsive buyers active in the market. So the way the larger time frame pattern is set up right now, in the event that we get a liquidation move below 79 to 81 half, although that might result in a test below 75 half to 77, it's unlikely that we're actually going to completely break below the balance and then continue to hold below 75 half to 77. So that means that in the event that we break down below 79 to 81 half, responsive buyers can still be active at the 69 half to 71 half zone for a bounce back up into the 75 half to 77 and the 79 to 81 half. So off the open, we just have to determine whether we are still seeing signs that support continued liquidation. If that's the case, and we are actually breaking below 79 to 81 half, then exercise some caution at 75 half to 77, but the 69 half to 71 half zone would still be a spot that can provide a high probability long setup targeting a move back into 75 half to 77, 79 to 81 half, and even the 83 half high volume node. On the upside, 87 to 89 is the immediate resistance. If we can get a breakout beyond 87 to 89, then we can test yesterday's low at 93.75 and the initial resistance zone at 95 half to 97 half, where responsive sellers can step in. Beyond that, we have the previous VPOC at 98 half and some stronger resistance at 2400 half to 2403. And again, that's a spot where responsive sellers are very likely to be active on a retest. So those are the main ideas heading into the open. Let's see if the sell side can maintain the control that we've seen here in the overnight session. Let's see how the market responds to 79 to 81 half. That's going to help set the tone on the day, and we'll take it from there.